千里之行，始于足下. A journey of 1,000 miles begins beneath the feet. We now gather in the Tao to travel the journey together.
Here, I want to bring in a name that you may have seen before, Mencius, but you may not know that much about Mencius. When originally, the first time that Europeans came into ancient China, it was the missionaries. So the missionaries in ancient times, they were quite fluent in Latin. When they came to China in ancient times, they noted that people were often quoting the great teacher. And they looked further, they discovered that this was Kongzi. And they gave the scholar a name, Confucius. They also heard about Mengzi. So they gave that particular scholar from ancient times also a name, Mencius. So Confucius and Mencius were important figures in those ancient times. That's how we have those names, Confucius and Mencius. But in Chinese, in Mandarin, it's Mengzi, the two characters that you see here. Let me bring the pinyin to your attention. The pinyin can be a little misleading because you can look at that and say Mengzi. Okay, well, it's actually more like Mengzi. So we know the pinyin system is not perfect. It's got little problems like that. Here's what Mengzi looked like. This is a portrait of Mengzi. So who was he and what did he say? What's he got to do with the rain of sweet dew? Along with Confucius, Mencius was seen as a Confucian philosopher. This is the view of academia. However, academia isn't always right. In ancient times, Mencius, like all other sages and philosophers, Mencius studied the Tao. And for that matter, Confucius did as well. Both Mencius and Confucius categorized as Confucian, but they regarded themselves as students and teachers of the Tao. So they're very familiar with the concepts in the Tao. So when it comes to the concept of the sweet dew, here's what Mengzi had to say. Of course, he said it in ancient Chinese. So what he says in modern Mandarin is 得道多助, 失道寡助. So 4 characters each in 2 lines for a total of 8 characters. So let me break down the 8 characters for you and explain what it means. First character, 得, is to get, to obtain, or to attain. Dao, the second character there, well, hopefully you recognize it by now. It's the Tao. So this is to get or to obtain or to attain the Tao. 多 means many, numerous. 助 means assistance. So notice that this last character, the 4th character, is the same as the last character. Then what about this one, the 5th character, the first character of the second set of 4 characters? 失 means to lose the Tao. So this is the opposite of the first 2 characters. First 2 characters is to get the Tao. This is to lose it. 寡, this means bereft, like widow or widower. 助, same thing, assistance. So now we have enough to translate the whole thing. Here's what he said. Attain the Tao, numerous assistance. Lose the Tao, bereft of assistance. What did he mean by this? He was talking about the same concept as the rain of sweet dew. He noted, as all the sages did back then, that when you cultivate the authentic Tao, good things happen. They happened frequently, they happened automatically. It was as if the whole world is helping you. That's why he says, numerous assistants. When you attain the Tao, the authentic Tao, it is as if you are receiving numerous assistance from everywhere. When you lose the Tao, it's the opposite. You become bereft of assistance. It seems like the whole world is turning its back on you and not helping you. So this is the magical effect that people have observed when someone is cultivating the Tao properly, that it has numerous positive effects. So you guys know that we have a very practical and down-to-earth focus in our study of the Tao. So we can't just talk about how beneficial the Tao is when you hold on to it. We also, later on, will have to talk about how. How can we do that? Exactly how can we hold on to the Tao?
Our meeting has come to an end, but the journey continues on. Let us travel safely. Until next time, may the Tao fill you with peace and happiness.